Hello, this is the Bible in fewer words. We are Carol and Steve Wells. This is episode 146, 2 Kings, chapter 2. If you enjoy this podcast and the Skeptic's Annotated Bible website, consider supporting us at patreon.com/BFW. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Carol.
2 Kings 2.
Yeah, that's a famous chapter.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I better find out why that is.
Yeah.
Should we just go ahead and get started?
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 2. God sent Elijah and Elisha to Bethel. Okay, we need to come up with a clever little name for the two Elis.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. I think we're going to just kind of stuck with it, Elijah and Elisha.
Yeah.
But at least we'll only have one of them after this episode.
Oh, okay, never mind. When they arrived at Bethel, the sons of the prophets said to Elisha,
"Do you know that God is taking your master away today?"
Elisha answered, "Yes, I do, but be quiet about it."
Then God sent them to Jericho.
When they arrived in Jericho, the sons of the prophets said to Elisha,
"Do you know that God is taking your master away today?"
Okay, is that a typo?
No.
He said it twice?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're going two places here. First they go to
Bethel.
and maybe 20 miles or so to the east, and they're going to go to Jericho.
And so is this the same sons of prophets that are walking with them, or these are different ones?
I'm guessing it's sons of prophets that are in both places, but I don't know. They just say the sons of the prophets.
So it makes me think that God is up in heaven sending out an emergency alert, an amber alert, and everybody's getting the message at the same time.
Yeah, that must be. Uh-huh.
Okay.
So they ask the same question, and Elisha answers, "Yes, I do, but be quiet about it."
So verse 6. Then God sent them to the Jordan River. Oh my gosh, this is going to happen again?
Well, this is a shorter trip. They're going to go to the Jordan River.
Elisha and 50 sons of prophets stood by the Jordan River while Elijah took off his mantle and smote the river. Verse 8. Then he and Elisha walked across on dry land.
Elijah said to Elisha, "What would you like me to do for you before I'm taken away?"
So Elijah knows.
Uh-huh.
Elisha said, "I'd like a double portion of your spirit." Like ice cream?
I think so. 2 scoops, yeah. Elijah said to him, "Well, that won't be easy. But if you're with me when I'm leaving, you'll get your wish. So kind of hang around."
Yeah.
Yeah. Stick around, maybe you'll get your wish.
While they were talking, a chariot and horses of fire appeared and took Elijah to heaven in a whirlwind.
Yeah, that's that famous scene of chariots of fire, taking Elijah to heaven. Yep.
Okay.
Elisha cried out and said, my father, and tore his clothes into 2 pieces.
Oh, so that's Elisha.
Yeah, Elisha.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's, saying, I don't want you to go, Elijah.
Yeah, he sees him go and then he tears his clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then he picked up Elijah's mantle, smacked the waters of the Jordan River, and said, "Where is Elijah's God?" Then he walked across the river on dry land one more time.
Yeah, that's the end of that story. Okay, verse 19. The men of Jericho came to Elisha and said to him, "We have no water and can't grow anything."
I tell you, Elisha's going to start having problems right now. Elisha said, "Bring me a new bowl and put some salt in it." And they did that.
Elisha went to the spring, threw in some salt, and said, "This is what God says. I have healed these waters."
We have a water softener, and it kind of heals our waters too.
Yeah, it does.
And the waters were healed, and they still are to this day.
Yeah. Okay, now here's the famous part.
All right.
Just 2 verses. Verse 23. As Elisha was walking from Jericho to Bethel, some little children saw him and mocked him, saying, Go up, thou bald head. Go up, thou bald head.
Elisha cursed them in the name of God.
And 2 female bears came out of the forest and tore apart the 42 children.
All right. Well, wait a second.
Yeah.
They're little kids playing, and they're just kind of
Well, they're making fun of him.
teasing
Yeah,
because he's bald.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
and
God feels strongly about bald-headed men. He doesn't like that. Don't make fun of them.
okay.
And he's right about that. And he feels so strongly about it that if children
Someone-
make fun of a prophet's bald head, well,
They're going to die.
well, they might. They did in this case. The 2 bears,
Yeah.
two female bears, ripped up the 42 boys.
Yeah. So if they can't outrun a bear, they're in trouble. Those little kids.
Yeah, I think they're in trouble. Yeah. So yeah, they all were killed.
Ah. Go up, thou bald head.
Yeah.
Nah, 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 nah. You got a bald head.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
a pretty
kid
unlikely
stuff.
story. Female bears don't hang out together,
No.
and they're pretty rare anyway, and would have been even back then.
Yes. And
they don't
make-
attack a big group of people, even kids.
Yeah.
If you have a bunch of people and they're noisy like they are, they're not going to be attacking.
No. I mean, they might if they have a cub around that they feel
Yeah,
threatened
they
by.
might.
But no, the only cubs around there were the 42 little children.
A lot of times, the way this is explained by believers is that it wasn't really 42 little boys.
Oh.
It was 42 big boys. It was 42 bad boys.
Oh.
Really adults, juvenile delinquents
Yeah.
that were doing much more, or going to do much more than just make fun of his bald head. They were going to do something really horrible.
Oh.
And see, if that were the case, then the bears certainly wouldn't attack.
No.
They'd only attack if they were little kids. You might have them attack some little kids, not 42 probably, but it's possible they would attack young children,
Yeah.
but not grown men or rough teenage boys threatening a prophet like that. Anyway, that's the story.
That is kind of a famous story.
It's
I
a good
think.
one to remember. 2 Kings 2, verses 23 and 24.
Killing 42 children.
A prophet, and he cursed him in the name of the Lord. So it's pretty clear that God sent the bears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing this with me.
Sure.
I'm raring to go now through the rest of 2 Kings.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye, listeners.
Bye.